All right, this one is a deep cut gem. This is a very unusual watch that I really wasn't even aware existed until I stumbled across a couple of mission portrait photos of some of the shuttle astronauts, and I noticed that one of the astronauts was wearing this watch in his photograph, and I'm like, "What is that watch?" So I did a little digging, found out that this is the Seiko A829-6019, often called the Seiko Astronaut. So this watch is vintage digital from the late 70s or 80s. This one, I believe, was, according to the serial, was made in 1983. This watch actually flew aboard multiple NASA shuttle missions, was on the early days of the ISS, and it's been around a long, long time. Obviously, I don't have the original case for this, the original box. This was an aftermarket box, but I think it presents really nice. So let's take a look. This is the Seiko Astronaut. It's a really unusual digital in the way that it works. So I'm going to set the box aside here, and we can get a nice close look. This one is in near mint shape. I mean, super clean, crystals clean, bezel is working, which is important. I'll explain that in a minute. All original, hardly any wear, a little bit of wear on the clasp, but that's to be expected for its age. But other than that, it looks like this watch has been actually sitting in a drawer somewhere. Really, for the past 20 years, sitting in a drawer somewhere. So really, really fantastic specimen. Like I said, it's the 829 Quartz module. Has a multifunction display, world time, city codes, chronograph, countdown timer. The thing that makes this watch unique is its rotating mode selector. So you'll notice that around the outside of the bezel are all of the different modes. So I can, either set alarms. There's a single alarm. There's a dual alarm, setting the time. I can go at the 6 o'clock position is the stopwatch. So when you rotate it, and I need to probably lubricate this a little bit. It's a counter. Then there's a stopwatch, and then you initiate the stopwatch just like you would most other digital watches. But really an excellent example of how this works. Obviously, it's got time zone display, mineral glass. This obviously probably would have been Velcro on a mission, but this is the original bracelet. Like I said, the rotating ring, it has, obviously alarms as much as you need. I like the idea of a counter so you can keep track of things. This was there's a little bit of controversy, not controversy is not the right word, but contention over whether this was actually issued, a NASA issue. It does not contain any NASA qualifications on the back. However, many astronauts took this as their own watch, and there is some documented history of astronauts stating this was given to them by NASA, in addition to the Omegas, which have been, the staple of the NASA flight certified watch for a long, long time. And it flew on STS missions. I said early days of the ISS, but I'm going to take that back. I'm not sure that's actually correct. I have to double check my facts on that. And it flew alongside the Zin 140, which I've also have on this channel in the Space Lab D1 mission. They weren't really in space at the exact same time. It's when I say flew alongside, it was during that same era on missions that were very close to one another. So again, like another workhorse staple of the shuttle era, and it's rare to see the working bezel on this. Even though it looks like a humble old digital, it's been to space, like actual shuttle flights. It's pretty wild that you'd probably just pass by this in a drawer. So again, this is the Seiko Astronaut A829 the 6019 movement. So really great piece of space watch history. So be sure to check it out on the channel. I don't know if we're going to do a full episode on this one or not. For the NASA series, it'll probably make a cameo in the Zen 140 episode. So yet to be determined, but stop by the channel and check it out. This is the Seiko Astronaut.